Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and welcome to the Tuesday night gold panning fever. Let me catch up on chat. See, it's been busy. I think all my mods are here tonight. Donna, Weezen, Ortiz, HD Shovelhead, thank you all for being here and being mods. I appreciate it. A3 Sky Warrior, Charles King, Rufotris, thank you for being here. Who else? Benjamin Garcia, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. The one and only. Today is the big draw. The 10th spot, and then we're going to be giving away a gram of gold and a bag of Paydirt. Miller Prospecting Paydirt, the best Paydirt. Mark Sheldon, how's it going? Jason G, and all the other fellow gold hunters. Yes, indeed. Casey, how's it going, brother? Yep, rigged 100%. If Casey wins, you know it's rigged. Chris W, CJ Hayes, how's it going? Culver Prospecting, how's it going? T-Rep Adventures. So I think everyone's going to have a much better chance tonight to win that 10th spot. So, because I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people are going to be watching Flower Gold Wizard tonight. So, Amanda Culver, thank you for being here. Let me pop out chat. So I don't see us being too busy tonight, so we're not going to chat too much. We're going to pan out some gold, and then I'll let everyone go spend all their time focusing on Ed and Jason. So let me move that. All right. I mean, I was kind of bummed. That's one thing I really wish. Hey, Mike from the Gold Vlog, how's it going? I just watched your video earlier. Man, I can't wait to see what you have planned with me. I'm excited. Even though I kind of know. Dave B, Shane Prothero, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer that, Ed does his show at 7. I was really hoping, Tuesday's the only day I could, when I moved my shows from Saturday, Tuesday was the only day I have that I could do these live shows on. Every other day, it's either kids or the next week I'll have kids. So Tuesday's the only day I don't have my kids. And I always was like, man, if Ed did his show at 6, I would do my show at 8. It'd give him 2 hours, and I wouldn't really be, messing with his show and taking viewers away from him and vice versa. Because I almost stood y'all up tonight to go watch Jason. But good thing they have the replay. So we'll be watching... see what Jason has to say with Ed. MJ, how are we tonight? I'm guessing you're probably driving on the way home so you could feed your kids or something, doing the mother stuff. Hey, Dan, long time no see, even though I can't really see you. Hopefully you've been doing well. Hopefully everyone's been doing well. And now that I'm saying that, Wildcat Prospecting, how's it going? Richard B. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll be here. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be going through another can of big time gold hunt, and we'll have to see. I'm really hoping I get another 100% ROI because it's, when I got these, I got both cans in, so I just randomly picked one off the shelf to review. And I always hate it when I get 2 in, because then I'm like, oh, if I review one and it's got a really high ROI and the next one sucks, the review is going to get mostly the views. And then it's the exact opposite too. If the one I review has got a really low ROI and the next one does. So I'm hoping it's at least 90, 95%. It's got to be close to 100%. Otherwise, the other one's just going to be a fluke. But we'll find out. We're going to pan that out. I had to search for my can opener, a little paint can opener. I couldn't find it. I had just threw it after the last video because I totally forgot about it. So, and I got it. Yep, I figured, Oh, thank you for joining us back, Morphotress. So, but yeah, so we're going to be doing some panning tonight. This was some easy Paydirt, so it probably won't take too long to go through. We'll see what goodies. I'm really hoping. I will say, in the review I did for Big Time Gold Paydirt, I will say I kind of got thrown off because I got 100% ROI. And once I get 100% ROI, you forget all the things that you didn't like about the Paydirt. And one of the things I didn't like is where he says it twice in his description that it's loaded with goodies and extras. And there really wasn't. I mean, there was a couple of little bitty chips of, some nice stones, but that was it. And I would think there was 5 of them in total. So it really wasn't a lot of extras to be mentioning it twice in his description when he could have been talking about the Paydirt itself, like where it came from and, how difficult to be pan out, how the size of the gold, things like that. So, and I also, even though I love cans and stuff, paint cans are probably the worst can you could possibly use. There's some cans you could use like these. See, there's other cans you can use that don't have a lip in them. But I didn't complain about that because I got 100% ROI. So 100% ROI kind of threw me off for my complaining. No Miller shirt today. No, I even thought to myself, I was like, man, I need to put a Miller shirt on. But it's kind of cold in my basement. The weather's been dropping. It's been getting cold. And it takes you, I don't know if you have a basement. My basement's open. It's not a sealed basement. So it takes it a while to acclimate to the change in weather where it'll start staying at a certain temperature. So right now it's in that stage where it's extra cold right now. So I need it to warm up a little bit. Once the weather stays cold, the ground heat will start warming it up and it'll be normal. But yeah, hopefully it's got extra gold. Another Gold Rush star? Oh, yeah. Email me. Send it to me. I'm always looking for new Paydirts. I got a couple still on my list that I need to go through. I mean, I've got a list of it. I think like 15, 20 Paydirts I still need to go through. I've never reviewed. I don't think anybody's ever reviewed them. But some of them are just really, really expensive. Some are obvious ripoffs. So, but I'm always looking for new Paydirts. Yeah, there's tons. I mean, I got to tell you, I had to go to Michael's the other day for something. And every time I go in Michael's, I always wander a couple aisles to look for cool things. Even though I rarely put out Paydirt. I mean, I put out Paydirt maybe 3, maybe 4 times a year. And I've already got my next 2 containers already set up. I already got them in stock. But I still always look and think, oh, man, that would be a cool container. Man, those would be cool. Yeah. Working and lurking, no worries, A3. I appreciate you popping in when you can. Somewhere in Ohio, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Refotris, there you go. Well, let me know. Maybe I'll get one. If you email me, Dylan at Miller Prospecting, or send me a message on here or something, maybe I'll snag one if I've got a little extra money to put on my wall. What do we only have 20 likes for? I don't even know how many we have. There we go. We're up to 24, I think. So that's half of y'all. Another 21 don't want to win tonight. They do know I rigged this thing, huh? I figure everyone's, why? The comments are going to be lower tonight. Everything's going to be lower tonight because everyone's hopping between my video and Jason's. So, PA Patriot, what's up? How's it going? Right. But I have to say, Mike, that big piece of gold looked so awesome today. And I'm normally not a fan of gold that's got quartz in it, but I like that one. I like how it had the one piece sticking out, and then you could see it kind of go inside of it a little bit. I thought it was really cool. So, beautiful piece of gold, way out of my price range. I went on your website to go look for it, and then I started seeing some of the other big pieces of gold, and I was like, oh, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 pieces of gold, and I just thought, oh, yeah, gotta go get me some lottery tickets. Finally went through the spider ace yesterday. Was short of the 1 gram. Oh, it's in there. I guarantee you that 1 gram's in there. I would just go through it again. Trying to think who. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't have any dark gold, but it might be. I would definitely go through it another time. And no, he's not selling anymore. I know, I was trying to figure out how much he was going to be priced for, but I kind of had to go start setting up for the show. But I was thinking, what did I think? I think I had calculated, what was it, 661 grams? I figured it was going to be 60. Yeah. Not listed yet? Okay. So you just said that in the video to make us all go over there and look and maybe buy something else. And I know you didn't know that. I know it's consignment. I know all those big pieces are consignment, but you get to hold it. So I would be more than glad to consign some big pieces of gold. Yeah, I mean, it's, I always say everyone to double check. I mean, you know, Richard's a great guy, and he's still, like, I guess it was last month, sent me a picture of some of his jars of gold. So he's not one to, I think, short anyone. I mean, if he did, it probably would be a mistake. JP Wands and more, how's it going? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. A3 Sky Warrior trying to get the link. That doesn't work. Only my mods can do it. So, but all right, let's go start setting up to pan. Again, big time gold Paydirt, or big time hunt Paydirt, whatever it is. It's got a really long name. And it's weird because it's like BGV on the can, and the can says Gold Digger Series, Big Time Gold Ventures, LLC. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's bigtimegoldhunt.com. So let's go. Let's go switch over. And yeah, I didn't build my transitions yet, so we got to do it the old school way. Turn on panning cam. One of these days. I even got a note on my desk saying fix transition, so you don't have to do this manually. But all right. Yep. Where is panning cams on? All right, now we're doing it. All right, there we go. Need to put a pan in that water, and then we're going to set everything up and start doing some panning. So give me 1 second. Throw a pan in there. Put some gloves on. Move everything around. Open up chat. Donna. Thank you very much, Donna. Always trying to sneak it in when I'm setting stuff up, Donna. I know I gotta tell you, I am super excited for the new Paydirt from Gold Nugget Sales. Super, super excited. I cannot wait. And I don't know if everyone saw on my shelf, but I got in a special little treat too from Vendetta Prospecting. The Vendetta Prospecting bagged Paydirt. This thing is awesome. So it's on my shelf. So when we go back to my ugly mug, you have to see it on my shelf. You're way too kind, Don. I love you. All right, where is? Listen to my commercial on my phone because I forgot to set it up. Paydirt is very addicting, and it is a lot cheaper than going out to find it. Well, unless you're on really great ground. But 99% of the time, Paydirt is much better than going out to prospect. And everything about Paydirt is addicting. Even making Paydirt is addicting. I mean, I don't make Paydirt that often, but I always think about, oh man, that would make a cool Paydirt. That would make a cool vessel to put Paydirt in. This is a, So if I ever retire and decide to just start selling Paydirt, which I'm not going to do because it's a lot of work. I'm allergic to that kind of work, especially the kind where it have to be nice to people and get reviewed and stuff like that. Dang, his Patreons don't even have bags like that. I know. Actually, one of those is my Patreon Paydirt. So, but it's a really sweet bag. So, but I did send him a Miller Prospecting bag before they came out. So, but I love it. Even the top, I don't know if you can see the top, says no AU and AZ. I'm trying not to get the bag wet. So, no AU and AZ. It's a really big bag. Awesome stuff. So, that is on my shelf. It sucks that it's on my shelf. I mean, I would have kept it on my shelf anyway just because it's a really cool bag, but, you know, hopefully he comes back soon. All right, got everything out the can. I'm very jealous about that bag. I know I probably shouldn't have shown it off because now everyone's going to be... The retired Mike is going to be getting so many text messages. The people wanting the bags. Yeah, right. So here's some more of these goodies. I mean, this just looks like amber. I don't know. And it's just, you know, it's just little bitty flakes. It's just, you know, it's not even worth keeping. You know, if you collected rocks, you know, if my son was younger, he wouldn't have even have kept those. So it is kind of disappointing that they mention it twice in the description. And that's what they're talking about. Here, let me move some stuff around. There we go. I know it was kind of funny too because I had just been thinking, I was like, oh man, I need to email, you know, I totally respect wanting to spend more time with your family and stuff like that. I 100% get it. And I kept saying to myself, man, I really want to bug him to beg him for a 1 gram bag of Paydirt because if he's retired, I really want one for my shelf because I don't have one. I was like, but I don't want to text him because, you know, I don't want anyone to get mad and be like, oh, why are you making more Paydirt, you know? So I was like, no, I'll just leave him alone for a while. I'm like, you know, give him a month or two and see. And then he sent me that. And I was like, awesome. Now I don't have to bug you. That's awesome. Glad he sold out. It was a really good Paydirt. Now, hopefully, like I said earlier in the video, earlier in the live, it's always a gamble when you have 2 bags from somebody or 2 cans of Paydirt from somebody, is that one will be bad and one will be really good. And then if I review the really good one, you know, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping I get a good ROI out of this one. So the last one wasn't just some extreme fluke. But nice little pile right there. Oh, and you know what else is funny is that was review number 325. And I went to my website to update my sidebar, and since I only keep the last 100 reviews, the review that was getting removed was review number 224, and that one was 100% ROI too. So 100 reviews later, I got another 100% ROI. I might have had one in between, but I just thought it was funny that exactly on review number 100, I got another 100% ROI. That one was, I think, Fast Freddy, I think it was, and it was 103%. So, see more, this just, I think you're better off not even putting this in a bag. I mean, I know some people like gems and stuff, but these things are just not even good. Ugh. And Mentally Corrupted. I still have a bag of Vendetta, never, yep. Well, typically I try to only keep bags on my shelf unless it's mine or it's really, really, really unique. Is somebody that's closed. So I try to, because, you know, it's a nice way to remember them. I'm still looking for a Eureka Joe's bag. So, I mean, I knew one person that had them, And I emailed him, but he didn't want to sell it. I think he was just, he had dozens and dozens of Paydirts. But I think he was trying to sell all of them at once. Need to get my Vendettas. Yeah. I know everyone needs to, if you are holding Vendetta Paydirt, you should really be panning it out and posting reviews on it and stuff like that. Make them feel bad. Make them want to come back. Sean McClelland, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Oh, the black poison bag. That was a good one. All of his bags are the exact same, though. He just has 3 different names for them. HD has a bag. I don't think so. Eureka's not a very good ROI, and it has no guarantee. I think Ed only has guaranteed Paydirt, so he can look at it and know. Because that's what I do. Like, all the bags on my shelf are all 1 gram bags. That way, if, something ever happens to me, my kids will know every one of the bags up there has 1 gram in it, and they can, they won't get cheated, in other words. They can bring it to somebody and say, hey, will you pan this out and get the gold? And they can't be like, oh, it only had a 1/4 gram in it. They're all 1 grammers. I think the only odd one out is the Colorado one. Those are 1/3 of a gram. Ooh, 100% ROI. I know, and I really wanted to do one of his the pennyweight bags. I thought that was a cool idea. It was a pennyweight bag. I did hear through the grapevine that there might be a new Arizona Paydirt seller coming out next year, though. So, with some really, really high ROIs, guaranteed high ROIs too, like really high guaranteed ROIs. So we'll have to see if it comes to fruition or not. But next year, I know it's not going to be before the year, but something to look forward to. Rocky Mountain Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. Chef V Prospecting, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So far, all the golds look about the same size. I haven't really seen anything too tiny or too big. All right, where is... Yeah, I like the Culver Paydirt too. That's a good one. I like the Culver Paydirt. I know, I think next month I have a gem Paydirt to go through with my son. Now I have to convince him though. Is Dig Daddy in the house? I am Zaxxon. Maybe not. You could just advertise it on Google. There's a lot of companies out there that are not putting gold or very much gold in their Paydirts, and they're selling. You gotta lose all morals, though, Hey, TM, how's it going? They have a meetup. I will say I'm really surprised more Paydirt sellers don't go to like the gold shows. You know, I'd be curious. I wish I was. It was one thing I never asked Rhett over at Lynch Mining because he went to a lot of gold shows when they first opened, and I'd be curious to know how if it helped or did anything for his business or not, because he wasn't bringing like gold to sell gold or anything else like that. You know. And I know sometimes some of the like equipment companies will go to the Paydirt shows, the gold shows, and they'll have Paydirt to sell as well. But I think Lynch is the only company I know of that's ever been just as a Paydirt company to a gold show. Not a well-disciplined hoarder. Chicken miner? I know, I heard. I heard you had really, really good results. I need to start paying attention to Chicken Miner more. I used to love their Paydirt, but now they don't seem to carry as much stock, and it seems a way more hit or miss with them. But I definitely need to see next time they're going to get some and get 2 different secret shoppers to buy 2 bags and see. Well, that's awesome, man. I know I was a power seller with comic books. Here we are. More gold. Stuff is really easy to pan, that's for sure. HD got some chicken miner in. Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me. That's right. You told me you tried to get 2. Let's put it all in there. See, that was quick. I think next week, because Saturday I'm not going to have a video because the video I've been shooting for a month now is still not even close to being done. It's a beast of a Paydirt. A beast of a video that's just getting more and more complicated every time I start shooting it. And it doesn't have anything to do with Paydirt. So next Tuesday, we might have to do some MJ Paydirt. I still have that on my shelf, so maybe we'll do that. That'll keep us really busy. Maybe we'll do a really long show. Still waiting on Ollie to open. She should be opening soon. My chicken miner was 0.943. Don't they only guarantee a half a gram now in the chicken miners? And Mentally Corrupted, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone who joins the live shows. Always do. Nope. I looked. Temu does not sell Paydirt. I check all the websites all the time. I check Poshmark, all of them. No. I'm always looking for Paydirt. Anything. I have like almost every app on my phone. I was Paydirt. It's all saved in my search. And anytime something pops up, my kids will tell me, oh, look, here's a new company, Shine. Oh, let me see if they have Paydirt. You got 3 bags, that's why. People can't be happy with just one. I know there used to be a seller in Australia that used to sell Paydirt. He would only sell it like twice a year. And I mean, he would literally sell out within a minute of him posting it. Because I emailed him and I talked to him once. I did a review on him. I can't remember what the name of the Paydirt was. He stopped selling. He doesn't sell anymore. But really nice guy. And he told me that he would sell it twice a year, and he knew, like, oh, I'm going to sell out and I'm going to make X amount of money. So it was always like a guaranteed, check payment or something. He'd be able to pay one big bill at once a year. And he mined it all himself. So, you know. R&R Currency, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Bacchus, thank you for joining us. More gold. All right. Put this in the finishing pan. Start panning. This is super easy Paydirt. Trying to get all 50 jars of my second gold case, 3 grams or more. Well, good luck with that. You're going to have to be really extra careful which Paydirt you buy then. Unless it's 3-gram bags. Taking a risk with like Chicken Miner being one of them. Because I'm pretty sure, aren't those bags only guaranteed a half gram now? Because it used to be, the last review I did on them, they were 1-gram bags. And I think I didn't get it last season because they were half gram. But I haven't looked at them in a while. Mark Sheldon. I know, isn't that awesome? That was such a good video. I'm a huge fan of all of the Gold Vlogs videos, but that one I really liked. I'm really intrigued about this thing he's doing with that Miller prospecting guide. That sounds super interesting. That and the new Paydirt coming out in December. Mika 1000, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it as always. Yeah, half gram. Yeah, that's why the last season I didn't buy any because I was like, same price, but he dropped the guarantee. Because that's what it was. It's the same price as it was from a year ago, from the previous year, but he just made it a half gram. Get up there. Oh, this gold is so thin. Really thin, flat gold. Hey, Ortiz. No worries. I figured, brother. I figured. It's all good. It's all good. If you get time, you know my number. This is bigtimegoldhunt.com. It's the can that I did in the last review. It's this stuff. So, just reviewed it the other day, last Saturday. Got 100% ROI out of that one. If you just type in Paydirt, I think it'll show up. If you type in Paydirt in the chat, it should show up. Well, there you go, Chef V. I gotta tell you how many people, especially when I first started this channel, how many people would message me and say, "Oh, my wife just bought me $300 worth of golden Paydirt or this." They're like, "I tried to tell them to go to your website, or I told them to go to your channel." But I'm like, "Yeah, just tell them to go to my channel." But I don't think back. I just added the top 10 last year, so wouldn't have done them any good. That really nice smile. This is definitely going to be close to, it's definitely a gram. It's just this gold is so flat. It's so hard to tell gold, how much weight you're carrying when it's so flat because it spreads out so much in the pan. It's really pretty gold. I like the Paydirt. I mean, it's super easy Paydirt, but you know, it's still, you know. I mean, my only complaint, I think, if I had to pick one big complaint about this Paydirt, it would be that they don't tell you it's super easy, you know. Because if you were looking for something challenging, you'd be kind of disappointed in this. Me, I'm kind of addicted to panning, so it doesn't matter if it's difficult or easy. I'll always enjoy it. Just takes less time. Yeah, it's definitely some shiny gold. I know, and you know what? Speaking of shiny gold, and I meant to the other day, I was emailing Mike from the Gold Vlog, and I meant to ask him. He said in one of his videos a while back, it was last year, I think, on the Gold Vlog, but he is thinking about running a questionnaire or something about people wanting the gold still being dirty or not. Because he said when he gets gold in, before it's cleaned, he loses, what was it? What was you saying? Like, you lose like 2 or 3% when it's cleaned. And you're wondering if people would want dirty gold, if it was still a gram. So it would be less than, you know, the dollar value would be less. And then you just dropped it and you never brought it back up. And I want dirty gold. Yes, it is a 1 gram guarantee. Not too often. Not too often at all. Once every 2 years or so. Not often enough, that's for sure. If it was closer, but everywhere around me is 3 hour drive. But and Chad Johnson, thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate it. But there we go. There's our pile of gold. Now, how much it weighs, nobody knows. Yeah. Yukon Alley and Blue Tundra are the only people really right now with some dirty gold. I mean, actually, to tell the truth, I've been finding some dirty gold in some of the other sellers' Paydirts, but I think that's just because they've been buying gold from Yukon Alley and Blue Tundra. So they're kind of incorporating it in theirs. I like my shiny to be shiny. Yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, I would definitely, it needs to be something where it's an option. And it's definitely something that should be told in a description. You know, if you're selling Paydirt that's got unclean gold. I think everyone's kind of just used to the gold always being shiny, shiny. Better than an 8 to 10 hour drive. I agree, but I don't have an RV. I have a really tiny car, so if I, you know, I can't pull over the side of the road and go to sleep. You know, and when I get there, I got to then pay for an Airbnb or a hotel or something else. You know. So all right, it's ugly mug time. We'll leave that shiny, shiny right there. Leave it down there. But yeah, see? Vendetta prospecting bag. Added it to the shelf. Ah, sad day. But, all right, pop out chat so I can catch up, make sure everyone's in there. That was 1.210. That's a good guess. What did I get in the last bag? In the last bag, I got 1.465. Let me see. I don't think that's 1.5. I think you're close. I think it's probably 1.2. You know, I was talking to Ed about these bags of Paydirt is, you know, it's one of the things is, you know, I think I discussed it a little bit. Maybe I edited it out on my championship battles, and one of them is even though a seller sometimes they'll tell you that you know that it has a higher price and it's only a 1 gram guarantee. There's you know they could factor in that they're giving more. Like, for instance, I know I pan for gold. I've talked to him a lot. And he said, even though his bag state 1.2 grams, and if you calculate the ROI based on his price, I think it's only like a 55, maybe 58% ROI. But he told me he puts in a lot more. He calculates in his head, I'm going to put in 1.4. I mean, that's not the number. Don't quote me. But he says, you know, for example, he quotes, I'm going to put in 1.4 grams in every single bag. So you end up with a really good ROI. So it's kind of like, you know, a surprise, you know, because that's one of the problems is if you're buying a bag of Paydirt and gold spot 60 and you're paying 70, you know you're going to get as close to 1 gram as possible. But when you get these bags that are, you know, $90 and you're paying a $20, $25 extra, there's always that chance you can get more. Which is one of the reasons why I do these reviews, because then there's sellers out there who also charge $100 plus $10 shipping, like Clash Gold, and you're only going to find 1 gram. You're going to find 1.005 grams of gold, and, you know, you just paid an extra $40 for nothing. You can walk the gold. Yeah, that's much easier. And hey, me T, how's it going? Yeah, I prefer, personally, I like Paydirt to at least be in 3 classifications, at least 3. And it can either be the plus 10 down to up to the minus 40 where there's no fine gold, but then say it's an easy bag of Paydirt to go through and you'll find, you know, a little bit chunky thing to pick out with your hand. So that way, if it's easy Paydirt and you've got all chunkier gold, you know, minus 40 and up, it's good for kids and things like that where they'll get some pieces they can pick out with tweezers. And then if it's a harder Paydirt, I still want to see some chunkier gold. So I want everything minus 10 and below. So I think every Paydirt should have, you know, 3 classifications. Unless it's something very extreme. You know, like if you get the hardest Paydirt ever, they're obviously putting gold in. You know, putting plus 10 nuggets in the hardest Paydirt ever isn't really that challenging. So... there you go. I don't know if that's linkable because I didn't type in the www and all that, but thanks, Mentally. Appreciate it. And if the mods want to drop the hidden link, I would appreciate it because we got spot number 10 to give away still. We've got our 1 gram bag we're going to be giving away. And if Alan Curie happens to win it, who I don't think is here tonight, he actually gets a 4-ounce bag because I made up a tiny bag if I have to ship overseas. So, but I will be giving away a 1 gram bag of Paydirt. And I'm going to tell you the rules right now because this is the finale. This is spot number 10. Once I pull a name, they will have 10 minutes. If after 10 minutes, they have not stated that they're here in the live chat, which is part of the rules, if I pull your name, out of the hidden comments, you have 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes to say you are here in the live chat or you lose that spot and we're just going to pull 1 through 9. So you want to make sure if you post your name in the hidden comment, I mean, maybe we'll pick another name, I don't know, but you got exactly 10 minutes and then I'll decide. So once we do the drawing and I pull the hidden names, you will have 10 minutes to post a comment in the live chat or you lose your spot. So, and thank you, Weez and Geezer, for posting that in there. Do the Paydirt suppliers? No, I use secret shoppers for all my reviews. I use secret shoppers. Essentially what happens is I will find a Paydirt that I want to buy. I will contact somebody. I have multiple friends. I use different ones all the time. I will contact somebody in another state and tell them, order this Paydirt. And then they will get it delivered to them. I will pay them a little bit of money for doing this for me, and then they ship it to me. So that way, my hands are totally clean. They don't know it's coming from me. And I usually change up my secret shoppers pretty often just so people, you know, so like if, let's say I had a secret shopper buy Vendetta Prospecting this month. I won't let them buy Vendetta Prospecting again for months and months and months. So that way they don't get seeded bags because they're repeat customers. You know, So I'm very diligent and careful about my secret shoppers. I keep track of them, who they bought, what they bought for me. Just so I don't, like I said, I wouldn't want a secret shopper buying every single month because then they might get found out. So, oh, all right, Alan. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Weezen Geezer needs one. He does. Weezen Geezer hasn't been up here in a while. I think everyone in chat deserves a win, but we can only pick one name, so. And yes, Chef V, you must be present to win. Just to have your name pulled. If your name's already on here, then no. Once I pull your name, you don't have to be here because right now we have Jason G, Jeff Jones, A3 Sky Warrior, Donna Coran, Package Total, Jimmy Lakari, Fubar, the one and only, and Alan Curie. So if any of those names are pulled as the winner for the 1 gram net bag of Paydirt, they don't have to be here. I will contact them. Some of them I don't know how I'm going to contact them, but we'll figure it out later. We'll just keep yelling in every single live show, you know, until they get their prize. So, and in the future, the next time we do this, I will make people email me so I can have their email in hand so I can email them and tell them you're a winner. Can you yell the winner? Now, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but have a friend text you if you win. I know it's amazing that so many people haven't won. I mean, I've been doing this. This is show number, what is this, 125 or something? So that's a lot of chances for people's names to be pulled up. All right, let me go double check. Swamp Dog, how's it going, brother? Let me go double check, make sure all the comments are going through and that my mods aren't, you know, the only ones with comments. Nope, everyone's gone through. That's awesome. So, all right, I'm going to give it another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're going to go pull the name. Then we'll come back to my ugly mug while I build the wheel. And then we'll spin the wheel for the 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So yeah, we're going to be pulling the name in a minute. So you got about 2 minutes. Then we'll pull the name. You know. So don't fall asleep yet. Drink some coffee. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying awake with some coffee. How many people, I'm curious, how many people are in the chat with Jason at Flower Gold? Let me see. Oh, MJ's in there. Hey, MJ. Uh-huh. I think that's the only person I see is MJ. And I don't blame you. I'm dying to go watch the show as soon as this is over. All right. I'm trying to watch this show. We'll watch it later. All right. There we go. Let me go grab the link. Where's the link? And then, all right. There we go. Doing all the impertinent stuff. Well, that's good. It's good to know he's not sick. A lot of it, I was talking to someone the other day. They were talking about the prospecting community. And they were like, oh, it doesn't look as busy as it usually is. I said, I've been doing this for 8 years and it always goes ebbs and flows, or it get really busy. A lot of people in the community, and not just with like, you know, buying Paydirt or other things. It's just, you know, the community gets much, much busier. And then stuff happens. You get school, people go broke and stuff like that. And it kind of like, you know, Murphy's Law, everything goes in threes. You get a whole big dip where everyone all of a sudden is having all these tragedies and, you know, and it kind of goes down and it goes back up. You know, just the cycle. Again, I will say I really wish Tuesdays wasn't my only night because I really do enjoy Ed. I hope everyone here definitely goes over to Ed's channel after this to go watch Jason from Flower Gold Wizards. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to him. It's flash in your pan. Great guy. Ed's a great guy. I love his channel. So he's been doing it for years and years too, and I kind of stole part of a Tuesday. So, but like I said, Tuesday's the only day I don't have my kids. So, speaking of the car wreck, had a recall on the airbag. Yeah, my car's got a recall on the airbag too. But supposedly it was fixed. When I bought it, it supposedly had been fixed. I'm hoping it did. Winning isn't in my skill set. How's it going, David? Dave B, how's it going? All right, so let me go. We're going to shrink down the ugly mug. We're going to get rid of the panning cam. All right, we're going to go pull the name, and then we'll come back to the ugly mug, and then we'll set up everything to do the drawing. What's up, Carson Prospecting, brother? Hopefully you're driving somewhere good. I divorced my airbag. I've never actually had an airbag. Every wreck I've ever been in was before airbags. And I've never been in a wreck in a car that had airbags, ever. And I've been in some gnarly wrecks, like really gnarly wrecks, so, which would have been really helpful if they had airbags back then. I was actually in a wreck in a van that flipped and rolled. Actually, twice. I've been in 2 different vans that got hit so hard that they actually flipped. Yeah. Yeah. No airbags. All right. Let's get to... We gotta put that. There we go. All right. Now we can shrink down the ugly mug and pull a name. So this is for spot number 10. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. It's 100% by me for people that watch my channel. And the name I pull, you will have exactly 10 minutes from when I pull your name to post something in the live chat to claim your spot. And then it will be the 10th name. Then we'll come back and pick one of the 10 names that we have for a 1 gram bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. So now let's shrink the ugly mug. There we go. Big time gold hunt. 100% ROI. So here we go. YouTube random comment. Post it in there. Let's fetch it. Anything goes. 51 comments. Everyone's got 1 in 51% chance. And some people are ineligible. So Jimmy Wakari, if his name is pulled, Fubar, the one and only, if their names are pulled, they will be ineligible because they are not Patreon members. Patreon members can have their name more than once, but everyone else can only have their 1 spot in here. So good luck, everyone. I wish everyone could get a spot, but that would make a huge wheel. But let's go. Amanda Culver. There we go. Congratulations. I know she's in chat. So while we wait for her, tick-tock. What's the little music from Jeopardy? Do, 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 do. So while we wait, I'm sure she's going to be posting pretty quick. I'm going to make y'all look at the ugly mug on full size. No. James is, hey. So there we go. So congratulations, Amanda. And congratulations to all 10 people whose names are in here. I will be putting your names in the big wheel, and then we'll spin it. And again, if you're in the United States, which is everyone but Alan Curry, you will get it. I think it's a 6-ounce bag of Paydirt with 1 gram of gold. Alan, if you win, it's a 3.5 ounce bag with 1 gram of gold in it. So you get kind of beat out on dirt, so. Because the shipping is double. From 4 ounces to 6 ounces, it goes from $15 to like $35. It's crazy. There we go. All names on there. The Culver clan is on fire. They needed some good luck. I mean, that's one of the things is, things always, I'm a big fan of karma. I'm a big believer in karma. I think, if you do good things happen to you. When bad things do happen to you, you'll get good things coming back to make up for it. So you might have a long span of bad luck, but I think eventually it comes around. So I figure, you can always just throw in other people's dirt into it if you want more dirt to pan out, Excuse me. So, but before we do the next drawing, no video will be out Saturday. I've been working on a video, and I can't tell you how upset I am that I don't have this video out for Saturday. It was supposed to be out Saturday, and every day it takes longer. It is just driving me crazy, but it's a really complex video I'm trying to shoot that is, I literally so far have watched, I think, 30 hours of video, and I still have another 30 hours of video to watch before I can then splice all those videos together. And I can't actually use the video. I can only copy and handwrite what they say in these videos. So it's just getting more and more complex every time I touch it. And I haven't even started shooting it yet. I've just been working on writing the screenshot of it and what stuff. So it was supposed to be out Saturday, but it's going to be out the following Saturday. I hope. I really, really hope, because I've put this video off 3 times now. So no video Saturday, but tomorrow we will have a video where we'll find out if this is a 100% ROI bag. I might actually try to finish it and shoot it tonight and post it later tonight if I can. We'll have to see. It won't be till late, but we'll have to see. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out something. Like I said, we'll probably be panning out, even though MJ kind of abandoned us and went over to Ed's channel. We're probably going to be panning out some MJ bag with some really hard Paydirt, so we probably have a longer show next week. Email me. I'll tell you. So some of the people here know what it is. So, I've told them about the video. They might not have figured out this is it, but yeah, it's a very and it has nothing to do with Paydirt. So I mean, it's kind of, it's community based, but just not on Paydirt itself. So hey, DJ Noffy, nothing right now. We've just picked out the name. We're getting ready to give away 1 gram bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt, and then we're going to sign off, and then we're all going to rush over and watch the Flash in Your Pan video that had Jason in it. Or that's what I'm going to be doing anyway. Spielberg has the same problem. I know. It just, originally when I planned this video, essentially it was based off of a couple, not too much information. And I went digging and got more information. Well, then I found out that somebody had been talking about what I was planning on talking about on another platform. And I was like, oh, that's not too bad. Until I found out that it's, about 80 hours worth of videos that they're talking about it. So I have to watch their videos, 80 hours of it, write notes on every time they bring something up, just so I can go against it or positive for it and stuff like that. We'll see. Because if it's not out next Saturday, I'm just going to give up and I'm just going to scrap it. Either that or I'll make it a short. I'll just do a short and say, this is what happened. Bad. I've always had Miller Prospecting Paydirt. It's just something for my Patreon members. So I give away a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt for my Patreon members every single month. And, some of my higher tiered members, I have a $79 Patreon tier where they're guaranteed a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt every single month. And I do sell Paydirt, but again, I only sell it every 3 or 4 times a year to my Patreon members. So I don't want to sell things to outside of Patreon just because, I think that would be, disingenuous to be reviewing Paydirt and then selling it and, having a website selling Paydirt and stuff like that. So it's very select. Very few people can get it, It makes it rare, But, all right. It is time to give away the 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So we have to shrink down the ugly mug. Make sure we're there. Yep. All right. So shrink it down. Oh, a plug for my website yet again, where I'm not selling Paydirt. But I do have a top 10 recommended sellers if you do want to buy Paydirt, and it is almost Christmas. So if somebody wants to buy you Paydirt, tell them, hey, go over to Miller Prospecting, top 10 recommended sellers. There's a whole bunch of them right there. And it will be updated. I'm going to be shooting the finale next week for the championship, so I will probably officially be pulling Vendetta Prospecting off of my top 10 list. But you can tell them to go there. They'll see if they go to his website. They's closed, but there's my top 10. But all right, wheel of names. Here we go. Jason G, Jeff Jones, A3 Sky Warrior, Donna Coran, Package Total, Jimmy Lucari, Fubar, the one and only, Alan Curie, and Amanda Culver. Good luck to you 10, and good luck to everyone else, because next Tuesday we'll be starting a new one with a new 1 gram bag of Paydirt, so you'll have a chance to get it in that one next week. Let's shuffle a couple times, and you don't need to be here. You don't need to post in live chat unless you're here and you want to post and say, yay, I won, something like that. But whoever's name gets picked, I will get this bag of Paydirt to you one way or another. Oh. It's spot number 10. Amanda Culver. Well, there you go. Everyone else has just been waiting for week after week. Some of you have been waiting 10 weeks just to have the person whose name was picked last win. Totally. So see, I only had minutes to rig this, and I rigged it. See how good I am? I'm good at this. Well, congratulations, Amanda. And I think I'm going to try to figure out, maybe I'll try to figure out some consolation prizes for the next one. Maybe we'll give away some, I don't know. I'll have to find something. Maybe I'll try to find something. Then that's all I should. I don't know. We'll have to see. But congratulations to Amanda, and thank you to the other 9 participants who waited and waited and waited to see if their name would be pulled. And it wasn't. It was Amanda. She just popped into chat 5 minutes ago. Nobody's ever heard of this Amanda before. She pops in, says, oh, enter me. She wins, and she wins again. Congratulations. That's awesome. And Jason, man, you've been waiting the longest to find out that she came in and snuck in, sniped your win. But again, next Tuesday, we'll be starting a new one. Another 1 gram bag of Paydirt. And then maybe next week, maybe next time I'll have a second prize or something else. We'll have to see. I have a week to think about it. So, a sluice. No, we got to give away a 1 gram bag of Paydirt. Sluices are too much shipping. See, the reason I do it like this is because now I can ship overseas and stuff like that. So, I know you waited as long as your name was the first one on there. You've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And you know what really surprised me is that none of my Patreon members got 2 entries. I really kept thinking that somebody that won was going to win again, because a lot of y'all, A3 Sky Warrior, you, Jason, Package Total, Donna, they're here. Y'all are here every single week. Rain or shine, you're here every single week. The fact that y'all didn't win a second time, so. Send some Paydirt with no gold. Now I can't see. One of the things, my biggest expense is postage. It's one of my biggest expenses with this channel, and it just drives me absolutely mad. You know, when I first started this channel, I first started doing giveaways. I used to every month for Patreon. Like if you were a $5 tier member, you used to get something. You'd get something copper every single month. If you were a silver member, which was I think the $10 member, you got something. If you were the $25 member, you got something every single month. But then the postage started costing more than the prizes, you know, and it kept escalating, and now same thing. So that's why I can't do like a sluice or something like that for these live show giveaways, because then I have to eliminate anyone that's overseas, and I do have a lot of viewers that are overseas. So, but maybe we'll do something. I don't know, because that's like 9 prizes, and I'd have to give out, which is a minimum of $1.10. That's an extra $10. Yeah. No. Maybe if they get 2 spots, maybe if somebody gets 2 spots, then they'll get a secondary prize just for having won twice. I don't know. We'll have to see. I know, which is one of the reasons why I did this, because I wanted to, you know, it sucks if you're somebody, you know, like Alan, who's watching from overseas every Tuesday and they couldn't win the prizes. So I want everyone to be able to do it. So, hey, package total, late. You must have been watching the other channel, but I appreciate you being here. You did not win, unfortunately. Amanda swooped in and won it. So you're welcome, Amanda. I'm glad somebody won it. I have to tell you, I was more worried because originally, you know, last week when I told everyone we pull the name and then we do the giveaway, I immediately after that show thought that's a bad idea. Like 100% somebody's not going to post. They're going to post and then not be here at the end of the show. And then I'll have that dilemma where I have to say, oh, you're not eligible, pull a new name, and then they'll show up. And then I'll, you know, it's just going to be. So I was glad to see that whoever won came in that 10th spot actually was here. And you won it, so. Yeah. All right, Rocky Mountain. I'm getting ready to get out of here. So again, I will be posting the results tomorrow for this. So if you've been thinking about buying some of this big time hunt Paydirt, I know he's sold out currently, but wait until tomorrow when I post these results to see how close this one is to the review. I will put in a pinned comment to that review and add this link to this just in case if it's not 100%, but hopefully it is. Saturday, we won't have a video. I'm going to be working hard on a new video. But next Tuesday, we're going to be back. And even though MJ betrayed us by watching Flash in Your Pan, who's a great channel, by the way, watching him tonight, we're going to be panning out some of her Paydirt next week. So it's going to be a longer show. I might actually even start it early. I might start at 6:30. I might start it at 6 because it's a really big, where is it? Yeah. It's a monster bag of Paydirt. And it's all black sands. It is all black sands. This is it. She's got a video. MJ has a video of her pouring this into this bag. I mean, this is 5 pounds of black sand. So we might start at 6 and we might go till 10. It might be like a 4-hour show next week. So, because I'm determined. I might have to cheat with a magnet, a really big magnet, but I'm going to try to pan this whole thing out in one show. So, because it's been a year. It's been sitting on my shelf for a year. I just saw her short the other day, and I thought it was a year old. So, yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Chad. So, but I'm going to get out of here. Make sure everyone, HD Chevrolet just posted a link. To go over to Flash in Your Pants channel. And I have no idea how to do the raid. So, Donna, thank you very much. Always way too kind, Donna. I appreciate that. But I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you go over to Flash in Your Pants channel. I'm guessing he's still going on. But I will see you all next Tuesday, and we're going to be panning out a lot of black sand, like a massive amount of black sands. I'm going to go crazy panning out this, and I shouldn't have opened my mouth tonight. Next week, I'm going to be regretting it, but I will have extra coffee next week, and we might have to take a break for more coffee. So we will be panning out a massive 5 pounds of black sand next week. Long show to make up for the short show this week. But congratulations, Amanda. Next Tuesday we'll be back, and we'll have some new Paydirt to give away, something. So, all right, everybody.